Hey everyone, how's it going? It's time for another episode of 7 on Sundays SOS right here on Beyond ARTV. Look for something in the coming weeks. I'm going to start branching out a little bit, just a little bit, once a month, and doing a movie review roundup of all the movies that I see in theaters, like whatever month it may be. This month, for example, June, I'll do one at the end of the month. Look for World War Z, The Purge, and several others to be thrown in there to be reviewed this week on SOS. As you see from the title of this video, it's my 7 favorite cover songs. No particular order for these right here, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting with the cover of the Pixies song, Where Is My Mind by Placebo. This band put a really interesting just turn on it, and it wasn't so much that it was that different, it's just that they mimicked it quite well. It's not necessarily different per se than the original Pixies song. I just feel like their singer's voice does it justice. It puts a vocal twist on it, I guess you could say. The vocals are a little bit more clean, and just not dissing the Pixies original version at all, one of my all-time favorite songs, but Placebo just really put a cool effect on it, and that guitar riff and that guitar line throughout the entire song is one of the most memorable of all time. The Bass Nectar remix is something I also really enjoy of Where Is My Mind. So there you go, number 7 on my list. Clocking in at number 6, it's White Horse by Steven Jersak. You may know him and you may hate him because he's kind of like popular with the scene girls. And I'm not gonna lie, I discovered the guy on MySpace back in the day. Liked some of his stuff, some of it I didn't like, some of it was a little bit too cutesy for me and that sort of thing, a little bit too scene, I guess, for my personal taste. Not hating on it by any means, but Steven Jersak has a nice voice and I really enjoyed his cover of White Horse by Taylor Swift. It's just really stripped down, raw, him singing, and I feel like he puts in a lot of emotion into this song and the way he feels about it. He puts a little bit of a twist on some of the lyrics, obviously from a male point of view instead of like a female Taylor Swift's point of view. And I like the song as is, and I like this version just that much more. This is one of those versions where I feel like the cover, in my personal opinion, tops the original. Next on my list is Airplane / Brick by Boring Brick, a mashup by Michael Henry, Justin Robinette. It's just a piano version that just goes all out. These guys are really known for their covers. They put out a couple of albums, I believe, and it's just, they're incredible. They're just so raw, emotional, and passionate, and they take some of these more upbeat songs and just make these thunderous pianos just come in and really drive these songs home. Airplanes, Brick by Boring Brick, who would have known that they would have fit so well together? And of course, Haley does do the vocals on Airplanes and the bridge and the chorus, so I guess it's a little understandable that they would flow that well together, but just the way the pianos just come in on that song and just really kick it through the whole thing, it keeps it moving, emotional, and once they get to the ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da, probably my favorite part right there. It's just piano-led, a lot more emotion, feels like it comes into this version of these songs right here, so absolutely love it. Next up is Toxic by Versa Emerge. This is a really stripped down and kind of weird version of the song, but something about it just really makes me love it. Versa Emerge, it's time for some new material. I know you've been putting out singles, but I'm ready for a new album. That being said, Toxic, just her vocals on this song, they're just, they're eerie, and they mix with the male vocals as well, and they kind of switch off back and forth. It's just a really interesting take on it. It captures an entirely different emotion and emotional side of this song that I didn't even know was there before, and somehow Versa Emerge brought it out, stripped it down, made it a little bit eerie and creepy, and just brought in this whole like different atmosphere and feel to the song, and I absolutely love that they could do that with Toxic. Next up is My Love, originally by Justin Timberlake, covered by We Came as Romans for Punk Goes Pop. I believe it was volume 3. And this is definitely one of the best, probably the best, of the Punk Goes Pop series that I've heard, compared to one that we're going to get to in just a minute. That one might top it, but We Came as Romans just really made this song incredible. They didn't take away like the synthesizers or anything like that from the original song, and they brought in the loud guitars, the screamed vocals. Everything about this cover song works. It's intense. I like it a lot better than the original song. Not hating on the original at all. I love that song back in the day, and We Came as Romans just came in and made it that much better. Just added a lot to it that, once again, I didn't even know could possibly fit in and actually be there, but they did it. They made it work. The breakdown on the cover is ridiculously good, so props to We Came as Romans, and I'm looking forward to checking out your new album when it drops next month. The next thing on my list is by Shiny Toy Guns. It's a cover of Major Tom, Coming Home, originally by Peter Schilling. Love this version. I like it a lot more. It's another one of those that tops the original for me. Just the whole atmosphere and just everything about this song just really shapes up to just be this like spacey experience that really takes the listener on a thrill ride, and I love it when bands can do that, especially with a cover song. It might not necessarily be their own, but they took it and kind of made it their own, at least for a little bit, and they just put their own really interesting and entertaining spin on it. The final thing on my list is Runaway by Silverstein, originally by Kanye West. This is off of Punk Goes Pop Volume 4, possibly my favorite cover song of all time, at least to date. Love it. Love that they did the entire like 8-minute version of this song. It's just epic, start to finish. Silverstein have always been a consistent band. While not always something that I'm necessarily into too much, they just took this song and made it light years better than it originally was. I like Kanye. Obviously, if you saw my review of Jesus, you can see that I've been a fan of Kanye through the years. And this wasn't an awful song by any means, but Runaway just got so much better when they collaborated here. Silverstein down with Webster. On this track, Down with Webster came in and did the rap verse, and that was originally, I believe, I can't remember who it originally featured in the Kanye song, but it's that much better now. The guitars, the chorus, just the guitars behind the chorus just sound incredible. They're just chugging along, driving this song hard. The passion, I love the way the lyrical style was done. The lyrics, I feel like this version makes it seem so much more hard-hitting and powerful to me, and it makes it that much more catchy to the listener. So Silverstein, Down with Webster, did an amazing job on this cover song. Here you go, guys. That was my top 7 favorite cover songs. Feel free to leave suggestions in the comment section down below for future episodes of SOS. I'm sorry I missed last week, but we're back on schedule now. I will see you guys very soon right here on this channel. I'm sorry there haven't been too many videos on this channel, at least. There just haven't really been many singles dropping that I felt like I wanted to cover, but hopefully that's going to change within the coming weeks. So make sure you subscribe, and of course to my main channel, Album Review TV. Done a lot of reviews over there in the past few weeks. Make sure you check the link in the description, head over there, see if there's anything you're interested in. Hopefully you check out a few new things that you actually end up liking. So I will see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching and subscribing.